He has a combination of things that we have never seen. 7'5", high release point, elevation on his jump shot, quickness, footwork, all of the things that you put into it. That's the scariest thing that we've ever seen.
Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably have heard the name Victor Wembanyama. The dude is 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan, shooting step back threes, blocking shots, dunking on people, just doing stuff you can't even fathom a 7'4" person can be able to do. What's even crazy to think about, it's like he's a taller Kevin Durant. That's just wild. All I know is this season we're gonna be seeing some incredibly sloppy basketball, some games that are not gonna be fun to watch because people are already thinking about tanking for this guy. And you've even got Adam Silver coming out and saying that you should not be tanking this season, but people are going to be doing it anyway. So this guy's just that good. So today we're bringing out the Victor Wembanyama 3-level scorer at 7'1". I wanted to show you guys why I ended up making like that. This is a 7'3" with an 8'1" wingspan. You can see the ball handle is only a 49 that you could get on this. You could have like a very low driving dunk. It's just not going to be what's representing Victor in the best of its ability. Like you can see, just maxing out the ball handle and the speed with ball, you would just be moving so slow. It's just not worth having. Even the 3-point shot's kind of low. Victor moves very smoothly out there on the court, so having a 40 speed and like a 33 acceleration, I know I could drop the weight, but it wouldn't be that much better. It's just not something that I think is going to show off his game the best that it can. What I want you guys to do is comment down below, what team do you guys think is going to be getting Victor Wembanyama? He's obviously going to be the #1 overall pick. I just hope he doesn't end up in San Antonio or Utah or something. We got to give him at least somewhat of a decent team. And yes, you are seeing this right. We have shot creating, sharp playmaking, and rim protector takeover on a 7'1" center build. So if you guys are excited, make sure to go ahead and drop a like. I'm going to show you guys how to make this build because it's honestly a ton of fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the way we're going to make this, we are going to be picking the center position. Like I said, you can get shot creating takeover at center. So this isn't some type of like clickbait. This is legit what I made. We went with 7'1". Even Steph Curry said Victor is a 2K creative player. So we're not going to even be able to make him in 2K. That's just how crazy he is. We're going to go the lowest weight at 220 pounds. We're going to go with a 7'4" wingspan because I want to have that 65 ball handle. You guys know if you've played 2K this year how easy it is to get the ball stolen from you. So you need some sort of dribble move to just be viable out there. So we're gonna go with the 7'4" wingspan. I know he's like 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan. Trust me, that build's just not any good on 2K this year. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I upgraded this build and kind of go through everything that I did and why I did it. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the driving dunk and max that out at an 84. You need an 84 driving dunk to get contacts. Victor's been throwing the ball down. Plus, it's just fun when you have a 7'1" build out there being able to get contact dunks with a dunk meter. It is a little bit more rare because it's not the highest rating. So when you get a green contact dunk on a build like this, it's just so much more satisfying. We're going to take our driving layup to a 76, which is nice. You're already pretty tall, so you could use masher if you want to. And you do finish a lot of layups. So having some sort of driving layup, I definitely have noticed this build finishes a lot of the layups in the paint. And then we're gonna take our close shot to a 75, which is good enough. You're 7'1", you're under the rim, you're gonna be able to finish the basketball pretty much on anybody. Plus, you got to remember when you have takeover, you get the extra +5 to your stats. So an 80 close shot, I've messed around with a lot. If you need a post hook, you could definitely do that too. Our post control is going to go to a 60. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, quick first step, quick first step. If you have a high post control, you get that. I have noticed that quick first step is not the craziest thing on these taller builds. A lot of them don't get the best dribble styles, and dribble styles kind of determine your best, speed boost. So having Hall of Fame quick first step with not the best dribble styles, because you just don't get them at 7'1", it's really not worth it. So I messed around with it. I've gone out here, all the clips that you guys saw were with no quick first step. So it's not in game, you don't need it. And trust me, you still can get the job done with a 60 post control with no quick first step. We're gonna take our standing dunk to an 85. You still do get some of the big man contact dunks. You don't get like the elite ones. I think you get pro big man contact dunks. I have yet to really try to mash and put like rise up on to see if I could get this, but I think this would be fun. You still get some of the big man contact dunks, so if you guys are worried about that, you can still get them. So those are going to be our finishing stats. The way that we're going to do this for the mid-range is take it to an 88. This is going to allow you to get that shot creating takeover. Now, there's a few ways that I did this, and you guys will see when I do the defense and rebounding. The way that I did this right here, I made sure that I could get that shot creating takeover over the glass cleaning takeover, because I was getting glass cleaning over shot creating. So the way I'm upgrading this is exactly why I did it. And you can see an 83 3-point shot allows you to get silver agent threes. You've seen Victor do some crazy step backs, like that one in the corner that he did was just unreal. So you'll be able to shoot off the dribble, and you should just be able to green 3-point shots pretty easily anyway, because the 83 3-pointer is great. Plus, I know you guys see this Hall of Fame space creator with an 80 mid-range shot. You'll be able to break ankles. So imagine just breaking somebody on a 7'1" build. That's just so amazing. This build you could technically take to the threes if you want to. Is honestly going to be pretty good in rec as well. I have not yet played with it in rec because for some reason on current gen you're not able to kind of stack up the rec wins. You have to play all on one build for the legend quest. I don't know why, but I will be getting some rec games in with this build for sure, probably next season. And you can see we're taking our ball handle to a 65. That's going to unlock the Giannis signature size up, which is one of the better ones in the game. So I wanted to make sure I got that. Pretty much the main reason I went with a 7'4" wingspan, so I could get this Giannis signature size up. I've gotten so many people leaning the wrong way with this, and you guys saw in the clips. It's definitely worth having in my opinion. So go with 65 ball control. It's not the greatest like in the grand scheme of things, but getting that one animation is definitely worth it. Speed with ball, we're gonna go ahead and max out. I know I saw some people say you needed a 65 speed with ball for the Joel Embiid dribble style. It's really not that much better in my opinion than like the pro one. Like I said, it's not worth it. I think you have to go like 7 foot tall for that. So we're gonna go 7'1". You still get the contact dunks and all that. You get the good ball control. So, I think that's all right. Now, another underrated part of Victor's game is his defense. He blocks so many shots. I think there was like a stat line that said he was like one of the only players to block like 5 shots and make 7 threes, or reverse. I can't remember, but it was something crazy. So he has great inside defense. He's not just somebody that's a liability that's just lanky and can't get down the court. He's a defensive monster. So we're gonna go ahead with an 80 interior defense. Now the block shot we're gonna take to a 93, which is pretty high, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about going to a 99, but that just takes up so much of your points. But you guys can see with a 93 block shot, you get gold anchor, which is going to be a lot of fun. And we have Hall of Fame chase down orders. So we're going to be getting some crazy clips, especially when I start playing with the 3s and the 2s on this build. We're going to get some crazy block animations. Now we are 7'1", so the rebounding we're going to take to an 85, which is technically maxed out for the defensive rebounding. And we're going to take the offensive rebounding to a 53. Like I said, we're 7'1". If we're under the rim, we should be able to get a lot of these rebounds regardless. And 85 rebound is going to unlock a silver rebound chaser. Again, we're 7'1", silver rebound chaser should be good enough. And then we're going to throw, I think, the rest of our perimeter defense to a 45. That's going to give us like off-ball pass and stuff like that. But at that point, it was just extra attributes. I think it will add up after I do the physicals, which is actually pretty nice if you're planning to play like the 1s or rec with this. You have a 71 speed, which is not bad at all. A lot of those taller guys that you're going to be seeing are going to be very slow. You're going to be able to spread the floor out. We're going to have a 60 strength, which isn't the craziest, but it's also not that bad either. A 75 vertical, and then we're going to dump the rest onto our stamina so we can get an 86. And as you guys can see, we've got 18, 24, 12, and 17. And if you have extra badges, like I said, from doing the quest and all that kind of stuff like that, you should be pretty good. You can throw it onto defense if you wanted to. I'll show you what I've been rocking with from the clips that you guys saw. I just rebirthed this and started playing with it. So I'm going to show you how I allocated the badges, what I did, and I'm gonna kind of explain it to you why you should do certain things. Let's go ahead and keep going with the build. You can see we got the shot creating and rim protector takeover on a 7'1" build. You also get playmaking, so I think technically you don't get ankle breaker, but I still think you should be able to break ankles. So if you guys want to see me try to do that in a video, definitely let me know, because you could put like playmaking and shot creating, and you could get some crazy ankle breaker animations. Of course, you get sharp take, which is nice, and you still get that rim protector takeover, so the paint will not be sweet. And as you can see, you made a 3-level score, the shades of Kristaps Porzingis, DeAndre Ayton, and Karl Anthony Towns. It's kind of cool. People are saying this is a legit unicorn, and you got Kristaps as your first shades of. Now, what I've been doing so far with this build is basically just ISOing with it, so I haven't been doing anything too crazy. We got limitless takeoff on silver, which is great. I wish you could have got a gold, but having it on silver is going to be good enough. If you made it 7 foot tall, you might be able to do it, but again, like I said, I kind of want to be a little bit more authentic. You got bronze posterizer, so like I said, the contact dunks are going to be there, but it's not something that you're just going to be able to spam. For the shooting badges, you can see this is what I've been rocking with, but you also see the capabilities of this, how many other badges that you can really get. There's so many of these shooting badges, so if you want to throw on extra shooting, you can. I feel like some of these aren't the best. Like Claymore is okay, but since you have a high 3-point shot, you probably don't need it. But again, like I said, I just been ISOing with this, and this been doing pretty good. Now, why I haven't added anything to the playmaking, just kept it at 12, is because there's not really too many things that I really need. Maybe if I start playing like the 2s or the 3s or something, Dimer could be cool. But you don't get that many badges here. You don't really have the highest stats, and we pretty much max everything out playmaking anyway. So we get unpluckable, like I have clamp breaker. Then like after vice grip, after I put on vice grip, there's really not anything else I would really be using unless I'm playing like the 2s or 3s. So that's why I didn't throw on any extra to the playmaking, but it still gets the job done. Of course, you know, you're going to get ripped a lot, but hey, you just got to be precise with your moves. Here are my defensive badges. Again, I will be getting gold anchor, which is going to be really nice. I've been using chase down artists, and you guys saw there's a lot of chase down animations that I've been able to get and a lot of block shots that I've been able to do. So you can see I threw on a little bit extra to the defensive rebounding, because I think that's going to be the best that I can do. And yeah, like I said, this build is not a liability defensively. You could definitely swing out if you're playing in the corner against ISO and go down to the paint with that gold anchor. You might be getting a few snatch blocks. Also wanted to show you guys the animations that I'm using. You're 7'1", so when it comes to like the dribble pull-ups and all that, it's pretty much just Kevin Durant. There's nothing too crazy that you can really use here. We got spin jumper KD, dribble pull up KD. I'm using Pro 2 post fade, which I think is the best one. I have yet to really test out the post hooks. I think they patched the way if you just hold up on your right stick anyway, so I don't think you'll be seeing too many people use post hooks that much anymore. Kobe Bryant post hop shot. The layup is default big. I'll show you guys the dunks that I'm using. Pretty much the basic stuff like under the basket, rim pulls, quick drop offs, some straight arm tomahawks, which actually do look pretty nice on a 7'1" build. And like I said, you get the pro contact dunks, and I've gotten a few. You guys saw in the clips. They're actually pretty nice. Now, when it comes to the dribble moves, everything's pretty basic. We got the pro dribble style. Like I said, we're not able to get Joel Embiid because we don't have the speed with ball like at a 65, which I don't think is the biggest deal anyway. So we're going to be using pro. Signature size up is Giannis, which is one of the best ones in the game. You only have to have that 65 ball handle. Everything else normal or basic. Like I said, use the triple threat Michael Jordan. You guys know my signature move where you can kind of do the triple threat and then do the size up escape. You get open from 3 a lot using that. Another move that I've been using for like my dribble moves is this Kevin Durant hop jumper. You get a really nice speed boost to the same direction. Like if you do that right there and you speed boost back to the right, you get a really nice animation. So it's pretty underrated. I would definitely recommend using Kevin Durant hop jumper. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about this build. If you want to see some more gameplay on this, let me know. Maybe I can take it to the 3s, the 1s, and the 2s for a video. Again, I appreciate all your guys' support. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Check out this video. Until next time, it's been your boy Dignify, and I'm out. Peace.